Hi Heather, my name is Suzanne Lancaster, and I was looking for pool repair in Mansfield, Texas, and came across your website on Thumbtack. And I wanted to give you some tips on how to get ranked higher in Google and more visibility for Mansfield so that you don't have to use Thumbtack anymore. So here we are on your beautiful website. It is very nicely laid out. I like the fact that you have these pictures going. I like the fact that you have a quote form. This is super important. I know you know that. I'm sure you get a lot of leads filling this information out and submitting it to you and never actually calling you, and you get to call them back and see what help they need. So this is great. The fact that you have a video that looks like a YouTube video, this is also wonderful. When you tag anything up in YouTube and attach it to your website, since Google now owns YouTube, that is going to rank you higher for whatever tags that you put on this video. If you have no tags on this video, you need to have tags on this video. So what do I mean by tags? I mean that terms that people are searching for when they are looking for some sort of pool servicing or pool repair. So just that information, and of course the location you wanted to rank in higher. The fact that you have some content on here, looks like you have about 400 words. I would say I would recommend putting a little bit more content on here just to give some more information to the customers and for Google to see it. So the more content, the better, and it needs to be authoritative. So it needs to be educational. It needs to talk about the city that you're focusing on, such as Mansfield. So what I do for most of my clients is they might have a standard web page for all the different areas they're trying to rank for, and I will go in and make a separate website for another suburb or city. And I picked Mansfield because it is not so heavy service oriented, especially in pool resurfacing. There are, of course, pool cleaning companies, but resurfacing is a different animal, which I'm sure you know. And there aren't a lot of people in Mansfield that do it, so it's a really good area to go into. And of course, the entire Metroplex has pools everywhere. So having other content on your website is great. Your residential and commercial services that you offer. Your facts. Facts are great. Google likes facts. It sees these numbers and it can tell that this is authoritative content. I would just recommend putting a little bit some more facts up there. And if you actually do new builds, you need to have that information on here too. If you only do repair, then that's great. Blogs are also a really good way to get your customers contacting you more often. And cute picture. It keeps your site active so that Google sees that it is continually getting upgraded and updated, and it will rank you higher. So that's great. I would just recommend having one specific for Mansfield if that's an area that you really want to go into. So what do I see whenever I look for Mansfield, Texas? That's my search term, pool remodeling in Mansfield. So for Google local, I see, excuse me, blue this is all text pool, and this is handcrafted pool care. So you can see all text pool and handcrafted pool care are pool resurfacing companies in Mansfield, the city of Mansfield. So if you want to get ranked higher in this Google local listings, you need to have a name, address, and phone number in Mansfield, which is very easy to do. We do that a lot. And then you submit your name, address, and phone number to valid, authoritative other online directories besides Google. Of course, you have a Google local business listing, but you have listings in other online directories also. So how many online directories are you talking about? If we look at Whitespark, which looks that stuff up for us, All Text Pools has 66, Handcrafted Pool Care has 36. So you need to have around 65 or so submissions of a citation, which is your name, address, and phone number to online directories. So the other part of the Google, which is the Google Organic, which is this part, we need to get ranked high up on here, probably the first 4 or 5. So how do we do that? Well, we increase your content, and if you have a specific website for Mansfield, we increase that. We make that very content rich, and we also get votes from other websites. So votes from other websites tell Google that this is a authoritative website that educates its customers, and it is valid for Mansfield, Texas. So how many websites are we talking about? So let's look at True Blue Pool Renovations. Has 5 other websites talking about it. And we do this a lot. We get votes from other websites. It's just part of the game. And it is not anything that's too difficult. It just takes some time and effort on our part, but we can do it. So I'm going to give you a example of what a teammate did for a pool company in Phoenix. So our search term was pool resurfacing and pool decks in Phoenix. He is #1 in the Google local, and he is #1 in the Google organic. And he has been online with his website for about a month. This is the actual company called Imagine, but they wanted to specialize in redoing pool decks and pools, repairs, resurfacing, remodeling, and repainting. This gentleman said that this is a very lucrative part of pool repair, that it is a quick in and out. There's not a lot of capital invested into it. And he actually likes doing it. He likes taking old pools and pool decks and making them into modern oases, and he loves it. So that's what we focused on for him. So this is just some good content that's in a little bit of a more casual format. There's a picture of the owner. You can see these bullet points. Google likes bullet points. These call to action buttons everywhere. You can hit that and it's going to dial that phone number automatically. Here's a contact form. Here are his pictures, and I can guarantee you these pictures are keyword rich. They talk about the pool deck type, they talk about the tiles, they talk about the shape of the pool, they talk about where the pool is, everything like that. The more information you can put on your titles of your pictures, the better. And then we list what they do for their customers, the cities that they go to, the types of finishes, surfaces, and flooring options, cost, warranties, call to action, everything. So this is just a really good example of what we can do for your website, for a new website, if you'd like, for a specific city or area. And since you're focusing on Dallas, focusing on the west side of the Metroplex is a really great idea. So if you liked what you heard, you can give me a call. My number is 214-236-4678. Again, my name is Suzanne Lancaster, and thank you for watching this video.